The following program was produced by an independent community producer. The opinions expressed do not necessarily reflect those of the ECAT staff or board of directors. Lighting for ECAT production provided by the Avery Lee Williams Family Foundation.
Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Topic Time with Harrison Young. Good afternoon, everyone, and Happy New Year. I cannot believe we are in 2025. Topic Time is now in its 15th year officially, and we are picking up right where we left off with another great guest tonight and his young daughter. He's a singer, rapper, but before we get to him, and we're going to have one of their music videos about halfway through the show, got to read these incredible underwriters, and then we will commence per usual. So, we have the Bazaar Hair Salon right here in Easton. We have X Drive Motors Incorporated in West Bridgewater. We have New England Floorscapes in Middleborough. We have One Good Credit in Brockton. We have Murphy Motors, LLC. Thank you, Nick. Congratulations on owning your new business there in Bridgewater. We have Imprimat Signs Incorporated in Easton. They're a new one, Southeastern. We have Grip It and Rip It trading in sports cards and video games in West Bridgewater. We have South Middleborough Pizza in New York Style Grill in Middleborough. And that's right. We have Lynch's Towing Auto Cycle and Truck Center in Brockton. One number for towing, one number for projects. My pal Lynchy there is always looking for new scrap metal, wheels, anything to do with transportation. He handles it all there. We have Johnny Macaroni's Restaurants, three locations, two in East Bridgewater and one in Halifax. We have Brian's Barbershop in Kingston. We have Fritz Quality Auto Body in Bridgewater. We have Tom Auto in Middleborough. We have Diesel Plus Unlimited in Whitman. We have Scott's Fine Wine and Spirits here in Easton. We have the Riverside Cafe in Wareham. They're open 6 days a week, 7 a.m. to 1 p.m., all except Wednesdays. They make the best breakfast in Boston or the Cape, and they have DoorDash delivery. We have Fine Lines Barbershop in Raynham. We have Kingston Auto Body in Kingston. We have Grant's Rental in Bridgewater. We have Countertops Express in North Attleboro, experts in the installation and removal of quartz and granite. We have Salon Giovanni in Marshfield. We have Doggy Boutique, all breed professional grooming for dogs and cats, run by my great next door neighbor, Debbie Siddell in Brockton. We have DNS Auto Works and Collision Specialists in Abington on Route 58. We have Haven Psychiatric Services right here in the building in room 211. We have Evan Young Realty, that's my brother, the realtor. We have Joe's Diner in Taunton. And we have Eli's Auto Care also in Taunton. And I want to thank you guys very much. And now PGarci and his daughter, how you doing?
Oh, we're doing good.
Okay.
I'm happy to be here another year, you know.
Yeah, great. I'm glad I got you guys. It's a very nice, lovely house you got there. It looks like a nice big white room. And
Thank you.
Using your phone, that's working great. I can hear you perfectly. And all right, well, we're going to talk about you. And I found you on Facebook. And I saw your video, and it was magnificent. It's obvious
Thank you.
You're a very R&B sounding kind of rapper, I guess. Does that sum it up pretty clearly?
Yeah, it sums it up. Yeah, I'm a storyteller. You know, I tell life how I've been through it. You know, and
yep.
I know other people relate. So.
Okay. Well, speaking of that, we're going to talk about life. So where did you grow up and how did you get into music? And we'll take it from there. So I'll just keep talking about that. And if I have any questions pertaining to that, I will fire them in there. So go ahead.
Okay. I was born in Lowell.
Okay.
I was adopted, raised in Boston, and then raised in Brockton as well.
Me too.
Yeah. I was a baseball player.
Me too. That's awesome. Okay.
I broke my leg when I was 12, and while I was in a cast, I was writing poems like "Roses are red, violets are blue," stuff like that.
And yeah. Wow.
Over time, it turned into my own poetry, and then it turned into music. You know.
Well, I always say everything happens for a reason, and you obviously took a half-empty glass and turned it into a full one.
Definitely.
That's awesome. Okay. Well, that's interesting. It's funny you should mention baseball because I play my own baseball game in my living room every day. It's part of my exercise ritual.
Nice.
And I've been doing this for 20 years now. It's going to be the 20th anniversary coming up on February 9th. But,
There you go.
but now I'm going to ask you, were you actually, how old were you? Like you were like Little League and stuff and that
I
sort of
played
thing?
from 5 to 12. I played from Gilmore and Brockton all the way to North Junior High to
Wow.
Brookfield. Yeah.
So you went to those three schools? You went to the Gilmore School, the Brookfield, and obviously North Junior.
No, I went to Gilmore, Pluff, and North, South, and Phoenix.
You really, I don't know if, but you really moved around Brockton. It sounds like you spent a lot more years there than you did in any other those towns.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. And I've been there 65 years now. And
Okay. Okay.
yeah, I'm still hanging in there. So that's
There
awesome.
you
Okay.
go.
Yeah, so we got hit. We got a similar history. All right. Well, when you started writing those poems and you started putting them to music, where did you take them next? I mean, did you do talent shows, open mics and stuff?
I had my first gig. My boy Seven Sins. He had a talent show going on at the Strand Theater on Columbia Road in Boston.
Okay.
So back when Hip Zeppy was open, they had auditions going on, and we ended up winning the auditions, and we ended up doing our first talent show.
Sweet.
DJ Chubby Chub from Jamie 94.5, he was one of the judges.
Wow. Okay. That's a big deal. And how old were you then?
I'm gonna say I was about 14. That was my first show.
Wow. 14.
Yeah.
Oh, sweet. Okay. Now, did you do any? Now, that having been said, you were obviously still in high school. So, did you do any musical stuff there? I mean, performing, get up on stage in front of the classmates or
No,
got all the bands and stuff like that?
back in school was more me getting in trouble for making beats with my pencils and stuff like that.
Okay. Well, but it was for a
Yeah,
good cause.
you're right.
I hear you. Okay. But ultimately it led to something. Now, did you get educated for music after high school? So anywhere?
No,
All right, everything you did.
I educated myself. I taught myself everything I know.
Well, did you ever go to college at all?
No.
Okay, all right. Well, that's fine. I mean, it's obvious you knew what you wanted and you took and you made it work.
Mhm.
Now, after you won that talent show at the Strand Theater, did you get any more publicity? Did you go somewhere else, get more music done?
We got a little bit more publicity after that from the city and the streets around us. We ended up doing more shows after that. We performed almost everywhere in Boston,
Okay.
from Boston to Revere to Cambridge, Sammy's Patio in Revere on the beach.
Wow.
Um,
That's a lot.
uh,
That's a big beach. You're getting a lot of people hearing you there,
yeah,
especially in the summer. It must be awesome. Okay.
yeah, it's definitely awesome.
Okay. Yeah. Now you're in Fall River now, aren't you?
Yeah,
Okay. Well, okay. You moved, so you've decided you wanted to be closer to the water, I guess.
definitely not.
That's not anything to
This
do with it. All right. All
this
right.
cold is ridiculous.
Well, all right. Well, tell me about now. You did a video. We're gonna watch it halfway through. Do you do your own editing for the videos?
No, I have a video man. He goes by TD Visuals.
Okay. Yeah. He's obviously done well by you.
Yeah,
Okay.
he did all my videos all 2024, and he was nothing but consistent, and
Yeah. Yeah. I can see.
he does his thing.
Now you got your daughter sitting there too. How old is she? If she wants to talk, she's certainly welcome to. I want to find out if are you musical too? Or,
No.
well, she's in that video. She's great. You're not musical. Okay.
Yeah, she's 15.
She's 15. Okay, cool. All right, that's a good age. And then I noticed that video, you did a lot of it in Boston. I noticed you had like the Boston schools and stuff.
Yeah, she was born at Brigham and Women's Hospital, and she goes to English High now.
Oh, okay. Well, she comes
Yeah.
all the way from Fall River to Boston to go to school?
No, she lives out there.
Oh, she lives there. Okay. Well, I'm glad I caught her home with you today. This is great because, now.
Yeah, she's with me. She's with me for vacation.
Oh, that's right, school vacation. And you haven't gone back yet, even though it's already
Yeah.
January 2nd. She's lucky. That's good because in
Nope.
my day, we had to go, if January 2nd was a weekday, we went back. That
Yeah.
was it. Okay.
They go back to 6.
The 6th, great. She's got the whole weekend, the rest of the week to chill. That's awesome.
Yeah, definitely.
So tell me now, all right, so you told me about how you were doing poetry as a kid when you broke your leg playing baseball.
Hmm.
Now, what inspires you to write now, though, today?
Everything I go through, everything I've ever felt, pain,
Yeah, yeah.
losing my mom, losing my brother.
Yeah. Okay.
Just a lot of like relationships, broken relationships, stuff like that. Like everything that I go through is inspiration.
Yeah, I understand. Okay, so it's not all pleasing. I understand, but it's something that inspires you, and you're always going to have it at least to use as as kind of like a buffer for all your feelings, and plus you're creating art as you do it as
Right.
well. Okay. Have you ever when you do like a music video, have you ever been with anyone else doing a song, or it's always just you?
No, the most of the ones I did this past year, I've had were with features.
Oh, with other people?
Yeah.
I mean, you say, okay, that's great. Um, I mean, but have you ever been in a band though? You just by yourself, or other than a band?
No, it's me and a couple of my brothers.
Okay, real brothers or just okay, or you just partners in crime?
Longtime friends.
Long-time friends. I get it. Okay. And so where do you go to perform now? I mean, when you're on the road, I guess you got some places where you go.
We got 603 Bar and Grill in New Hampshire.
Okay.
The Jewel nightclub. We got a couple clubs in Cambridge, Lowell. We have a few around Massachusetts, Rhode Island as well. We're trying to head out towards New York and
Sweet.
Florida this year.
You ever perform at the Rat in Cambridge or the Middle East? I think they got a place called there.
I performed at the Middle East in Cambridge.
Oh, you did? Okay, that's a pretty nice place.
Yeah. I opened up for Joe Budden over there.
That's awesome. Okay, but
Yeah.
when you go to New York, that'll be the first time you went there, right, to perform?
No, I performed in Brooklyn twice.
Oh, okay, awesome. All right, and so when you do you have like you have like people? How many people do you usually end up opening for when you perform somewhere? I mean, how many people have you opened for? Would you say just ballpark?
I've opened for about 3, but I've done like a lot of other shows like with other artists.
Okay.
Like, it's not really opening up. It's just us coming out to show our talent.
Right, I understand. Okay, right, you showcase your talent, and that's great. Now, have you ever like held an open mic yourself or other people? I don't know why, but I got a feeling
No.
I'm thinking you could probably. I mean, you could probably teach some of the things that you. I mean, you can't teach what you have in here, but you can teach some of the skills that you have. Have you ever thought of doing that?
Yeah, definitely. I try to teach the ones around me. Like I try to keep everybody the same with the same mindset and the knowing and the knowledge. But
okay.
I've thought about it.
All right, that's cool because I'm thinking you'd probably be awesome at doing that. Do you have an agent at all?
No, I don't. I'm independent.
You represent.
I have no management, nothing.
Okay, but you represent yourself and you're obviously getting circulated. All right, well, guess what? We're about halfway through the show. We're going to watch. What was the name of that video again? I know I saw the title. I watched.
It's called Found a Way.
Okay, so we're going to watch that video and we'll be right back to talk about it. Enjoy it. It's great. So see you in a few seconds minutes, I should say, after we watch the video.
We're going to find a way. It ain't gonna be like this forever. But mommy, I got you. Yeah. Told my daughter we gon' find a way. She know I got her any time of day. Long as she good, she know her father's straight. She know I struggle, but I plot and pray. She make me smile, there's been harder days. Look, tell her that she'll never need a man just to make it by. If we ain't got it, I'ma get it, I'ma make it fly. This ain't sad, ain't gon' make you cry. But one day will be the day I die, and I'll be by your side. You my firstborn, you always had me, that's a fact. From playtime to nails done to parties in the back. And now you growing up, I'ma teach you how to rap. Studios and videos, together we gon' stack. You're smart, you're beautiful, don't take shit no matter what people do to you. There's nothing in this world your father would never do for you. I love you and I mean it. Baby, just do right, you believed and I believe in you. My daughter got my heart, you got my soul. Blood thicker than water, look, you'll never be alone. Long as you got me, don't be afraid to call my phone, cause I'll be there in a second. Daddy's always on the road, baby, look, we find a way out. I'ma teach you what the game about. This life, you don't need to take the same route. Just know I hug you when I'm here. That's something they can't take out. Look, I'ma let this fade out. I love you.
You've been here since the day I was born. All I can say that memories for memories, we got it, we could play back. Daddy's little girl, that's forever, I could say that. Rain while you rain, I'm glad we on the same track. Just don't leave my side, I promise I'll be good. And if you ever die, look down on me like you should. But for now we gon' ride until we out the hood. I love you, Dad, and I hope it's understood. I know we'll find a way, cause there's better days ahead. Reaching for the stars while I'm sleeping in my bed. I know it can get hard, but I'll never aim for less. Look up, pray to God, cause I know he keeps us blessed. Dad, I don't need a man, just wanna see the sand. I'm glad you're by my side so we can see the land. High up on the flame, I'm on my feet again. I love you and I mean it, I believe, so just believe it, we gon' see again.
Oh, PGarci, that was great. Tell me about the video we just watched.
So me and my daughter, well, I came up with the song because me and my daughter have a bond that I never thought we would have ever in my life. So I created a song where I'm basically letting her know that I'm always gonna be there for her and it won't stop. And she basically responded to what I was saying, like,
yeah, all right, she's an inspiration to you, and that's obviously one of the most positive things you've ever, have in your life is your daughter, and you have other children too, right?
If I did anything right, it was her.
Yeah, of course. Well, you say you have other kids too. When I called you, you were talking to your kids.
Yeah, I have my son Zacardi.
Okay.
And I have her.
Oh, so you get two.
Yeah.
But now she said she's not musical, but do they never help? I mean, do you think she ever will? I mean, I don't know. Maybe at 15, it's kind of late in life to start it, but it's never really too late. What about your son? Is he musical at all?
My son's only one. He's about to be.
Oh, he's
two.
Just a baby. All right, I didn't realize that. Okay.
But I'm hoping he goes towards that way as well.
Okay. Have you ever just curious? Have you ever gone back to playing baseball at all since your leg healed? I figured I had to ask that eventually.
I never did. I've always thought about it. I've thought about it recently and everything, but I feel like it's too late for that.
All right, then it's too late, obviously.
Yeah.
Do you ever write songs about that? About breaking your leg and Okay.
No.
Okay. Have you ever let's see. Have you ever done any other kind of entertainment? Have you ever written any books, or have you ever written? You said you wrote poetry. Have you ever had anything published?
Not books. I started writing like I'm trying to do like a documentary on myself.
Okay.
And eventually publish it to Netflix.
That's fantastic. Are you working on it regularly every day?
Here and there when I'm like inspired to do it.
Okay. Well, so how many pages have you got so far?
Right now, probably 3.
Oh, okay.
Something you started it recently. Yeah.
Okay, I'm glad I caught you on the upswing of the documentary, because now you'll having done my show, you'll really have something to pop in that documentary.
Definitely.
Have you ever been on? That having been said, have you ever been on the radio before, anywhere, or on TV?
Yes, I have. I've had my music played on Jam 94.5, and I've had a live radio interview at 104.9 Boston University.
Wow, isn't that BR? That's not BR. Boston University, is it?
That's WRBB.
Yeah, it's a very nice station. I've heard it before. It's very good. Wow, that's a pretty big deal. But
everything's on my Instagram.
Okay, yeah, I don't really get Instagram. Everything I found about you was on Facebook.
Okay, yeah, it's on there too.
Right, but I say, including the video that I watched from Facebook, it was right at the top of your page the day I watched it.
Yeah, I have that pinned there because it's my most recent video. I have another one dropping in the next week.
Oh, yeah, that's awesome. Okay, so now that we're in the new year, do you have any resolutions about having to do with music or anything else that you want to talk about? I don't know. I never really asked anyone that question, but here it is, January 2nd. You might as well find out.
I just dropped the resolution, Blackheart Resolution. We just dropped the album this morning at 12 a.m. on all major platforms.
Okay. Well, now, all right. When it comes to creating an album, you have that person that does the videos for you, but do you have anybody who does your audio, who does the merging of your merging of your sounds, like your beats and all that stuff?
My brother Tone does that. He's
Okay.
also on most of my music.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
So he's the rhythm guy.
Yeah, he records, he produces, he makes sure it sounds all good.
Okay. And where's do you have more than one studio? I mean, do you have a studio in your
We
house?
I'm working on that. Our studio is based in Rhode Island right now.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So that's the one. That's pretty much where you do all your recordings.
Yep.
Okay.
We're there almost 3-4 times a week. So
Wow. Okay. That's pretty good. It's 3 or 4 times a week.
yeah.
I take it you're probably one of their most prominent people.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay. Yeah, but have you ever performed in Rhode Island? I mean, I know you said you performed at Revere. I mean, you like doing.
I performed at Mango's Lounge in Pawtucket
Okay.
a couple times.
Cool. Okay.
Yeah.
That's awesome. All right. So you got a limo driver yet?
Nope, not yet.
Okay.
But waiting on.
I'm just thinking how kind of if you do all that traveling, that probably wouldn't be a bad idea or something. But I'm sure you can get around. Now
Save some gas,
exactly, I understand. Now,
Yeah.
do you bring instruments with you to or all the beats like are already recorded and ready to go when you perform somewhere?
No, we buy our beats.
You buy your beats, yeah, that's right.
So we own them.
Yeah, you buy the rights to the beats, then you just have the box in the background.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, aside from the rapping, have you ever? I know you talked about you've not been in a band, but have you ever played any musical instrument at all in addition to the singing?
Probably in like junior high, I played the saxophone, but that wasn't really much.
Well, okay. Well, how were you pretty good at it?
I kind of had to be. I was forced to train every day for it.
You couldn't. Well, what about you say every day? You tried it every day, but you didn't really think it was that good for you, so you moved on. Is that what you're saying?
I was forced every day to do it. Yeah.
You were forced. Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
basically.
Well, that can't be
Yeah.
fun. You don't want to do it if you're forced. If you feel like you're forced, you don't want to do that. Obviously. All right, that's cool. So what about like you ever? I don't know why, but you kind of look like you got a photographic gene in you too. Do you ever take photography at all?
No, but I love to take pictures. She
Yeah.
knows.
Right, of course, yeah. Well, I don't know why, but I just thought I could sense it. Now, the music video you did with your daughter was awesome. So what about music? Have you ever done anyone else's music video too? Like another person, another performer?
No, I haven't.
Okay, yeah. And now, when you do the music videos, do you choreograph them yourself? In other words, do you write like it's almost like living a script?
Yeah, we write a script on what we're gonna do, how we're gonna do it, the things we need, how many people, stuff like that.
Right. Okay. And the one I saw with her was outside mostly.
Yeah.
Okay, that's great. Do you ever have, like, when you're out doing a music video, like if you're out outside, do you have a lot of like people just like to pass through and be extras in it?
We actually, in the last one we just did a couple of weeks ago, we was walking on a bridge somewhere in downtown by Trinity.
Okay.
And a couple people walked in the video and started dancing and like supporting, so it was nice.
Yeah, I had a feeling that would happen because you're very rhythmical. Okay, when you say Trinity, was that Boston?
Yeah.
Okay, so now that you've done Boston, are you gonna and you perform in all these venues? Are you gonna branch out and do music videos in different towns? Like, have you ever done like any music videos in New York or other places?
No, I'm trying. I have a couple ideas I want to do in Times Square. I've done.
That's what I'm getting at.
I've done 2 videos in Florida and Orlando.
Oh, really? Oh, on the beach?
No, not on the beach, but like one in an Airbnb in a pool, all that, and then another one outside. It was downpouring, raining, but I still did the video. Yeah.
Now, do you ever audition people for your videos as extras?
No, I just know who to call.
Okay.
We usually have the same people pop up.
Have you ever done any acting at all? acting, like in plays and stuff, or films?
I've been in a couple other videos for other people, and
Oh, you
I had
have?
to act.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, but aside from that, you really haven't done any acting at all?
No.
Okay. No, I'd like to figure out how multifaceted people are when I interview them. Because it's all.
Yeah, I would definitely love to get into. I would love to get into acting though.
Well, you should. You should call. You should try to do something at Boston Casting. Send them a resume, and they're always looking for new
Okay, yeah.
people. Give them a send a headshot. Get a headshot done of yourself, possibly
Yeah.
and play one of your songs for them. I have a feeling that there might be something that could open up for you. You could be on their email address. Get on their
Definitely.
email list. And I went to their 25th anniversary party in 2016, and I got to be. They didn't really give me much, but they did give me one day. I was down in Connecticut doing Deal or No Deal as in the studio
Okay.
audience. They paid me $100, and Howie Mandel was hosting it. Yeah, so there'll always be opportunities like that if you seek them out.
Right, definitely.
And on
It's all
that
about
note,
networking.
we're under 5 minutes. I hope you enjoyed talking to me. I hope we asked good questions.
Definitely. It was a pleasure.
Yeah, all right. Well, so what I want you to do in the remaining time is to give some shouts out to people that are going to see the show, because I expect we're going to get a lot of views for it. You can start with your daughter who's right there, but then you can reach out to other people as well, and then we'll
I want to
condense
give
it
a
down.
shout out to Lil Garci.
Okay.
Shout out to my brother Tone. You already know, makes all the music happen. I want to give a shout out to the video man, TD Visuals. I want to shout out every artist in Boston doing their thing. Keep grinding, don't let up, and let's become the one. You feel me? Unity. Let's all support each other. Let's get out of here.
Okay.
There's enough money for everybody.
All right. And if there's anybody, if you think of anybody else that might be a good guest for my show, you got my digits. Have them contact me. We'll get them on, either in
Gotcha.
person or by Zoom. I always prefer the in-person interview, but as you can see, Zoom works perfectly.
Sounds good.
Okay. Now, is there anything coming up on the horizon that you want to mention that you have, because I want to make sure that we cover everything. If not, that's fine, but I ask everybody that I interview.
We're gonna be performing again end of March, starting April. We have a Spanish album dropping on Valentine's Day.
A Spanish album? How is it a Spanish album? You got people, you singing in Spanish?
I sing, yeah, we do bilingual.
Oh, okay.
I'm Puerto Rican, so we sing Spanish too.
Well, that's awesome. Okay. See, I'm glad I asked, because now I'm sure there's plenty of people in the Spanish-speaking community that are going to see the show, and now they're going to be psyched to hear the video.
Definitely.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, you guys did a great job. I want to thank you both for doing it. I know your daughter didn't say too much, but at least she's hanging there. The idea, I mean, like you said, sometimes gestures mean more than words, and she's just there by your side and, giving you all the support that you can, that she can, and it's a wonderful thing to have that,
Definitely. It was a pleasure being on the show. I mean, it was nice meeting you, and we can do this again soon. Yeah,
okay, absolutely. Okay. And like I said, just, feel free to give my digits to anybody, and let me know where you're going to be, if I ever have a chance to get out to one of those venues. Obviously, you perform at quite a few of them. I'll definitely do it if I'm ever.
Sounds good. I'll send you the flyers.
If you ever perform in Brockton, your old stomping grounds? Do you think you'd ever do that, or have you ever?
I haven't, but probably coming up, yeah.
Well, I mean, I don't know if you. I was thinking, over at Brockton. You never went to Brockton High School, did you?
No, I didn't make it there.
You didn't. Yeah. By the time you were going to high school, you'd already left Brockton.
Yeah.
But they always have, I think there's always nice performing places in Brockton. You got Brockton High School.
Yeah, there's a few of them, yeah.
Yeah, and there's plenty of bars and stuff. There's Joe Angelo's Cafe is a pretty nice place for musicians. It's downtown.
Mm-hmm.
And it's obvious Brockton because you spent a lot of time there growing up.
Definitely.
Yeah, all right. So just might want to be something you can consider. It's certainly close enough to me so that if you do perform there, I'll be able to shoot down there and hear you. If I have
definitely keep you posted.
All right. Well, you ready to wrap the show up with my snap and the way we began it?
Yes, we do.
Okay. All right, folks. Happy New Year. Happy 2025. You guys.
New Year.
Yeah. Be good, but don't be too good. Just have fun. That's what you want to do. So we're going to wrap up the first show of 2025 and wrapping up and snapping up. There we go.
Lighting for ECAT production provided by the Avery Lee Williams Family Foundation.